Go on.
Hi, I'm Winnie Sydney and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today I have my older brother and my only brother and my dad, Pastor Jake John. Your boy.
You could have just said your brother if I'm the only one. You didn't have to say I'm old.
Okay, my
Older brother.
And then my younger sister Rachel, who's going to be heckling in the background, and my son who's making too much noise.
My boy.
Today we're going to be talking about This Is Us. My dad has seen from season 1 and 3 and he loves it. My brother's seen all of it in the space of like a few weeks. And I have seen all of it.
And I have seen all of it.
Have you seen even season 5?
All of it.
Okay. So in season 1, what do we remember?
Season 1.
Rebecca was pregnant.
Yeah, they were pregnant. They obviously lost they were supposed to have 3 kids. They lost one. Adopted Randall.
Yeah.
The black guy. What else then?
What do you remember in season 1 then?
I remember about the good advices from the doctor who was giving the birth.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think?
No, wait, before we talk about it, let's talk about the character, introduce the character, because you're just throwing out names, they may not know who they are.
Oh, okay.
So we've got Kevin, which is...
Kevin's the white guy. He is Rebecca and Jack's son.
And who's Randall?
Randall is the black boy, the adopted one.
Yes.
Jack Pearson is the father. And Rebecca Pearson is the mother. The 2 parents. Kevin is their real son.
Yeah.
What's the word for that?
Biological son.
Biological son. Randall is the self-entitled adopted son. Before we jump on that, we got
Kate, their daughter.
Yeah. Then you've got Randall's wife, who is
Beth.
Yeah,
Beth,
I was trying to
the
remember her
baddest
name.
woman in the game.
Yeah, she's a good wife.
Then you've
Black
got obviously Randall's kids. Not interesting. Randall's children. And then I think that's the main people you need to know at the moment. If you need to know more, we'll let you know.
Who's everyone's favourite character?
Kevin for me, full stop.
First man, I like Randall's character.
Randall?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, the reason I think he played his character very well.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, and he plays a very well-to-do black man amongst all the.
I think he's spoiled.
He is. Self-centered.
Self-centered. Yeah, he is self-centered. So he is adopted by his dad. His dad left him at a fire station. His biological father left him at a fire station, and the fireman picked him up. The fireman actually wanted to adopt him first.
Yes. Okay, yeah. So the fireman wanted to adopt him. He thought that was going to solve some of the problems because him and his wife struggled with their own child. And then he brings back this beautiful black baby. And she's like, what? Not because he's black. But she's just like, what? This is not going to solve our problems.
Yeah.
There's actually not much racism in that show. Which is
There's no
quite
racism.
It's
apart from the grandma.
Crackhead.
Yeah. Apart from the dad, the black father is a crackhead. However...
Their grandma's racist.
The grandma's racist or prejudiced more.
There was a sign of racism, a little bit, not too much.
Yeah, but she's more prejudiced as in ignorant, and she actually did used to have house help, and she thinks all black people are her house help to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Gwen, who's your favourite character?
Oh yeah.
My favourite character is Beth and Kevin.
You like Kevin as well?
I like Kevin.
They're probably my favourite. I mean, no, I love the parents as well. Jack Pearson's the man.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Jack, he is the best. He's the best husband, best father, best character.
Yep.
Ever.
Even though he's an alcoholic.
Wait a minute, Randall too is a very good father to his children.
Yeah, he is a good father.
He's a very good father.
Very good father.
As far as a husband, he's
He
good as
picked
well.
that up from his
dad.
father.
But he's not as good as his dad. His dad is not self-centered at all.
Was a professional.
Yeah, but his dad is not self-centered at all.
Professional.
Yeah, professional.
He is a professional dad.
He's such a classic.
He qualifies
dad.
on fatherhood.
But he's not self-centered at his dad. Jack Pearson is not self-centered at all.
No.
He never makes everything about him. He literally lives to serve his family, and that would his family is his dream.
Yeah.
Jack Pearson.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Randall is like a good husband. He's loyal and all of those things, but he's struggling with his own trauma and his own problems that he brings to the table a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like Beth is like, I feel like she's kind of drained. She likes being there. I'm not saying she doesn't like being there, but there's a lot on her, and she's had to take a back seat with a lot of her own struggles for him.
No, 100%. But to be honest,
Jake, but wait a minute, wouldn't you do? What?
Not be self-centered.
I mean, no,
Not intentional.
But I mean, obviously, it's issues. That was within Randall. Because he was adopted
So
within a family.
Mum was adopted.
yeah, but he was adopted. Yeah, but he's adopted.
That needs more explanation. Though.
Yeah, but he's adopted. But he's adopted by people who really love him, and he's consumed with his issues. He creates his issues because the fact of the matter, you can still be adopted and be. You're always going to be thinking about your real parents, but he's too consumed.
That's what I mean. I mean, of course. I mean, because of the concern, there are some issues that along the way, I believe, he obviously found that that affected him.
Yeah.
So obviously, the thing that he was seeing and the thing that he was carrying out obviously affected his life, really.
Yeah.
But don't you feel like they're all like the thing is, Kevin is, let's say, they're all going through their own thing, even Kate with her weight issues that she's going through.
Yes.
I feel like Kevin and Randall are similar in the sense that maybe they're both self-centered and men are supposed to be self-centered.
Kate is self-centered as well.
She is, even with her husband. So they're all
self-centered.
To his Toby, to his
right.
Yeah.
So the thing
husband.
is, they're all self-centered, but Kevin internalizes it. He doesn't make it everybody's problem.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think.
true. He doesn't.
And Randall makes it everybody's issue.
Yeah.
And Kate makes it just her husband's issue and shuts everybody else off.
Yeah, Kate.
And anyone who was here close to her, she makes it everyone's issue. Agree?
Toby,
Yeah.
another good husband.
Toby?
Yeah.
All the husbands are good, which is good.
So obviously in the first scene, they're showing you like Rebecca's issues, and then
Rebecca's issues.
No, sorry, not issues. Rebecca being pregnant.
Yeah.
And the relationship between her and what's it called, her husband.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, even before the pregnancy, I think the first scene's a pregnancy, but then they also go back to showing about them and their relationship, how they built up, and how Rebecca didn't actually want kids.
Yeah, I love that about This Is Us. I love the fact that they go back and forth into the past and future, and they leave things open all the time.
Very clear though.
Very clear. It looks like a lot of work went into it.
I think it's a, well, you can say something.
No, I was basically going to say that what got my attention was, of course, Randall, who has been adopted.
Shit, you like this Randall, don't you?
I like his, personally, I like the way he played his part, and I mean, he was very comfortable in the family.
Very. He's a
favorite. The family was one of a kind, really. Mm-hmm. That family is so beautiful. They really looked after them.
Yeah, they did.
So family is just a typical good Christian people.
Yeah.
They're not Christian.
They weren't Christian, but then obviously they portrayed the Christian.
Good character.
What did you say, Mom? Moral people.
Obviously they portrayed the Christian. I mean, Christian living.
Christian values.
Jesus values.
Jesus
Values, is it what? As in, obviously sticking it with each other.
Is the right one.
Yeah.
Even with, I don't know if I'm moving on to season 2 when he had to move, when he started drinking again. I think
Yeah, that scene where he wants to leave his house because he wants to deal with his alcoholism, alcoholic.
Yeah, but you know the reason why the alcohol came in?
Because of his dad.
Because of his wife. No.
His wife.
The wife who actually going on a tour that he didn't want her to.
That did not turn him into an alcoholic.
No. He was already. He must have had that experience. But the truth of the matter is the wife. Notice how this thing triggered. Mm-hmm. It was because the wife who told him that there's a man in there. I think the leader of the group likes her.
That's not why he's.
As a result of it, no, he not that he's.
That's when he started drinking again.
He started drinking again.
Yes.
But that's a different season as well.
It's a different season.
Isn't that
but all that I can remember, was she didn't really want his wife to go anymore as a result of what his wife himself told him that someone in the gang or someone in the band seemed to like it.
But what I do like about their dynamic, I like the fact that Rebecca, everybody's like a real wife. No one's just like, oh, you did that, I'm leaving. Oh,
Yeah.
Everything's real life.
She went
and it's like they're good wives. And the fact of the matter, even when, and I also like the fact that even Rebecca didn't want kids. He wanted kids, and she admitted that she was scared, and it wasn't just like, oh, I'm not having kids, that's it, you can have like it or lump it.
It wasn't my body, my choice.
Yeah, she gave and he gave, and then they end up having 3 kids that she adores, and she ended up being a great mother.
Exactly, and when he, I don't know, that's a spoiler alert, but I'm saying, the point is,
Spoiler alert!
I'm looking, should I give a spoiler alert?
Yeah.
Okay, so when he dies, I won't say who dies, when he dies, it's the kids that are there for the rest of her life. So imagine if she chose not to.
Oh, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Quickly, somebody quickly say how they got round.
I already said it. They left him at his biological father left him at the fire station. A fireman found him, took him home to his wife, but the wife said that it's not going to fix our relationship. We can't just take this black baby. So he.
She didn't say black baby.
That's what she was thinking. Allegedly. No, I don't think
she was kind of like, you have brought a random baby, and the fact that the baby is black, maybe is kind of like.
It probably just highlights the fact that how random it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. It wasn't a racial.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a racial thing.
But remember, the man, it wasn't the man's vision, but rather his wife.
Yeah, it was a man's, but he wanted the baby.
He went with it because of his wife.
So let's not write her off with the racism yet.
So because she didn't want the child.
No, he didn't show any sign of racism.
Oh, right.
And then he dropped the baby at Randall at the hospital. And then because Rebecca lost her child, the doctor gave some sound advice to Jack, who kind of inspired him to let me adopt this black baby.
We also like that doctor, he's a good man.
Yeah.
That was just good.
Very wise.
Can I just say something? It's the girl behind the camera. Can I just say, I started watching This Is Us and I loved it from the beginning. This guy in turquoise, point to him, in green, somebody, in green,
said, that's you don't know what she's talking about.
He said that, you shouldn't watch it, it's so depressing, it's not there. And I said, it's the most undepressing thing.
That's what I said.
It shows you real life. It changed my perspective on marriage a lot, and being with a man that's not financially able yet, and how he could still provide and be a great man. I said, This Is Us, the realest thing, and it's so good. So, you are a newbie.
That's another
You just hopped onto my wagon.
And I introduced that.
Yeah, he introduced.
That's how all good information is spread.
Next.
Okay, well.
But you watched it before her, man.
No,
you introduced her?
Yeah.
I walked in.
But you didn't exactly. I was going to say, it's no way she told you to watch it.
She is Rachel.
I did tell you.
Rachel.
I said This Is It is the creme de la creme.
You said
This Is Us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, This Is Us.
You didn't tell me. I asked you, and you gave me an example of something that happened because you weren't telling me to watch.
No, didn't I put up a clip? And then,
yeah.
I put up a clip.
Were you the one who put the clip with
Have you seen
the
that?
karate one?
No,
No.
when Randall meets Beth.
Stephanie put out a clip years ago.
Yeah.
Like in 2016 of it. So Jake should watch it. But then Steph's our older sister. And Jake didn't. But then I watched it again and it was epic.
Well, they were impressed with random.
Okay.
Beth, I just found out that the father that I thought was mine is not mine. Oh, Randall, you need to shut up, Beth.
You know what? He's worse. He won't even look down. He'll look you dead in the eye and want you to see. He'll be like, Beth, I'm sorry if I just lost my biological father. Even though I had 2 parents that loved me to death.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm still hurting. I need a third parent.
You stole Kevin's parents.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, Kevin is a good character. I think he's a really
I love
good
Kevin.
character.
Yeah, he's good.
I think
Oh.
I haven't seen it for a while now. I'm going to continue it today.
No, it's
Yeah.
good. Look, can we also touch on, because we say we love Kevin and it's good, and we understand Kevin's pain. Kevin was really mean to Randall when they were younger.
When they were younger, yeah.
Really
Kevin was
mean.
very mean too.
Really
That's true.
understandable,
I think
but
I
he was
understand
mean.
that. It looked to me, it was that day that I really, the next time that we watched that again, that I understood where that Kevin was coming from.
Yeah, because the first time you didn't
really
see any of his
The
pain.
way, first, initially, I thought it was a sort of
Spoiled.
some racism, but it wasn't, no. I mean,
No, I
that he didn't
understand why
like
you
it
get that.
because sometimes he didn't want to. I mean, even to play with him.
Yeah.
But I think it all
that's true.
it stemmed from their mother
Yeah.
seems to give him more
So
preference.
he's trying to
to
overcompensate.
Yes.
Yes, for
I think,
Randall.
yes.
Randall was cute when he was younger.
He looks exactly
Yes,
like my
he
nephew
was very
Jesse.
Yeah, he used to remind me of Jesse
Do
so
you remember when I sent you a
much.
picture? I was like, Gwenna.
Yeah.
He looks like Randall. And Gwen was like, what? And I sent you a picture and Gwen was like,
Yeah, it reminds me of him until he gets to that old
Awkward
age. He's
age.
annoying.
yeah.
You find him annoying? What? When he first met Beth? You
No,
find-
that's when I loved him, mate.
Yeah,
No.
when he goes to uni.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. Then.
Oh no, I liked him.
I
there.
loved him,
There's
mate.
an in-between stage of that time and when he was really, really young.
Okay.
When he was like a geek and yeah. Okay.
Yeah, those times, yeah.
Yeah. But
Can I?
yeah.
No, were you gonna say something?
No.
Now I was gonna say, which character represents you? Do you see yourself in?
That comes later.
Oh, my bad. I keep coming. Okay, my
Yes,
bad.
darling.
My bad.
So, yeah, so we see that Kevin was a bit mean to Randall, let's face it.
Yes.
We understand why, but I did feel a little bit upset for Randall because it seemed like he wanted to have a relationship with Kevin.
Yeah, for sure.
But But we understand.
But
Yeah.
of course, Kevin too also have his own
Issues.
issues that he was.
That's my core argument because I understand that Randall has obvious issues because it's as obvious as adoption.
Of course, yeah.
But we can't forget that in life people have issues, period. So as much as adoption happened to him, it also happened to the family. So don't dismiss the feelings of Kevin and Kate
Yes.
because Kevin
They were born together.
They were born together, but they
They
got
all
a whole
born
new
same
boy
age.
coming into
Wow.
the house, right? Mind you, they were triplets, so I know they must feel pain of losing their other sibling. Twins and siblings, they feel very connected to their people.
Randall is going to spend the rest of his life or his younger years feeling rejected by his biological parents and also feeling outplaced by his white parents and having Kate and Kevin who are twins.
No, but I
That
get
is
that.
tough.
Yeah, that is really tough. I get it. But what I'm trying to say, I'm not saying that Randall needs to back off. I mean that everybody needs to equally be acknowledged. And
Not
I think-
Kate. I found Kate annoying.
No, Kate isn't. You know, I feel like there needs to be a bit of.
And oh man, that's a spoiler. I won't say.
I think there maybe should have been a bit of like therapy for the kids when they were younger.
Yes, yeah.
And to
That's
tell
true.
each other how they felt.
Yeah.
You know?
That was an old
Because
school.
now I think Randall, I know I'm hopping here, but I think Randall is an absolute cow to Kevin now. As
Oh,
they're older,
yeah.
an absolute cow.
Yeah. Even when Kevin calls him for advice and stuff, and
Yeah.
Randall's so obsessed with his own thing. But if This Is Us is doing that on purpose, then that's clever. It's really genius.
Everything they do is intentional, I find.
Yeah, if they make Randall that self-indulge on
Of
purpose.
course it's on purpose.
No, but sometimes it might not be because he's had a lot
Yeah,
happen
yeah.
to him.
No, I think it's on purpose because I feel, I definitely think it's on purpose. Because even the way he acts like, he literally acts like Rebecca's his mum alive
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I think it's all on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, we're hopping forward. We're going to talk a little bit about Kate dealing with being overweight and then she met Toby. Toby, he's a man.
I like Toby, yeah.
Toby's a good man.
Toby.
And he's funny.
He is really an encourager.
He's
Yeah.
Such an encouragement.
But can I say, there was one moment where Toby, like, he's congratulated on the scene for it, but I need some water. But basically, when he
Which
when,
means congratulations on the secret.
well, there's a moment where he shuts down her mum and says, he goes, she basically, it's like the mum almost wants to complain about Kate to him, and he's just like, if you want me to go on your side, that's not.
Oh yeah.
Now listen, I understand that a man needs to stick with his wife all the time. I understand that, but as Africans, there's some principles. There's some things you don't say. I can still stick with you and not say it. He really shut the mum down.
Yeah, then she actually rewarded
and
him
in our culture,
and I was like...
In our culture, you don't... The thing is, she rewarded... It was actually good she rewarded him in the sense that she's like, at the end of the day, all she wants is somebody who's going to look after her daughter.
She's not thinking about herself.
No, but that's fine. But she's never going to be... The mum is never going to be someone that Kate's going to have to need...
No, but the good thing about it, for the reassurance of the mum, is kind of like, when I'm gone, I know she's taken care of because the way he shut me down. But the reason why they're also like that is because Kate and the mum's dynamic also. So it's allowed Toby to be like that. Because you know Kate's a bit like, Mum, you can't be involved. You can't be... Where it's kind of like, you're all supposed to be family. Even though people are still supposed to stick up for it. But like, that's your mum.
That's your mum.
She should be like your mum as well. So if you want to rant about that, you can be like, I know it's Kate, but you know, what can we do? We love her anyway.
And he even could have said, listen, like, I don't really want to be in this position. I know you want to do that, but he could have done it in a nicer way. Oh, sorry. He could have done it in a nicer way. He did it like it was like Kate's best friend, and he was just like, I'm always going to be on Kate's side. I was like, you don't want to separate families like that.
Yeah, he could do that to his mum.
Yeah.
I think there's a problem sometimes if you meet someone and you tell them your issues with your parents, they're going to have a problem with your parent as well. If they're like Toby.
Yeah.
Or they already have their mind made up.
So that's my only negative about Toby. I felt like if that was an African house, then hi!
Yeah, that's rude. I thought it was rude as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
When did Kate's weight issues start? Do you feel like it was a thing from when she was young? Well, it was.
Yeah!
It was from young.
Is her mum a part of it?
I think maybe when she was about...
Her mum was a part of it.
Yes.
That is a real moment.
No, baby.
Why?
About the mum. Being a plus size girl myself, I can say that's the realest moment.
What moment was it?
Because the mum always was on her case about food.
Yeah.
Which made her want to eat more.
Do you think, so you think if her mum just left her, like the dad said, Jack said to leave her, you think she wouldn't have been big when she was older? You don't think she'd be over?
No, I feel like, yeah, because it's kind of like...
It's the way they do it. Isn't it?
It's the way you do it. Everybody wants to be accepted where they are, right?
Yeah.
In their funk. And your love is what's going to get them out of the funk. So I'm saying, but I don't blame Rebecca one bit because I know Rebecca loves her and really cared about her. So it's not a thing where it's, Rebecca, you could have just done it. It's kind of like, I don't think she was going to act any other way because that's your mum. But it's like, I feel like if she acted a bit like the dad, and because you can see that they played sport games, and they ran around a bit and they did that kind of stuff. So it was like it wasn't like she was just like, Mum, I'm not going to play, I'm going to sit on the thing and eat all the time. So eventually she would have been there. But it's like the mum was a bit like, Bug, you can't eat that, Bug.
That's true. Maybe if she did it subtly, like didn't,
I think she did it
made
her
portion smaller.
Yeah, just little things like making everybody's portion smaller. And then like if the kids want to eat more, they can get more, or just like do little things like that.
I feel like when it comes to weight and stuff, like in her position, I feel like if you're telling somebody, oh no, you shouldn't eat that, you shouldn't, it's like why? And the why is, what I'm saying is, because you end up being big. And it's like, okay, so and what? Like, do you know what I mean? There's a societal idea that, being big is a negative thing. That's not the same. Like, in the West, we think it's the worst thing in the world. In Africa, that's not the worst thing in the world, right? Especially for a woman to be big. It's not the worst thing in the world, right? And it's like, we have that mindset. And it's like, really, we have to stick to the fact that it is about health. There is a point where it gets unhealthy. And that should always be emphasized. Because at the end of the day, if Kate decided, no, I want to be plus size for the whole of my life and I want to be healthy, then what would be the argument, right?
That's
I
true.
feel like that's the problem when it comes to, usually with mothers, where it's like, you shouldn't do that. And it's like, you're almost worried about the way they look more than they are, and it means that they're not accepted for how they look.
And especially in school, people make fun of her because she's big, right? And then you've got your mum who's really slim, and then your mum's telling you shouldn't eat something, so automatically it makes you the wrong one, and you right? Do you know what I mean? And in Kate's part, she's just saying you're doing everything you can to not look like me, but I look like this. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is for
That's
her.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fear, isn't it? I think parents get scared for their kids because they don't. She's not thinking about Kate now. She's thinking of Kate in the future. She's thinking about how she'll manage in the world in the future.
That's why I don't blame Kate. And Kate and her mum, for some reason, she ended up comparing herself to her mum a lot, and I feel like she did it because she's the only girl. Because who compares yourself to your mum?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I think because she just got brothers.
Oh no, yeah, you have to compare yourself to someone. So if she hasn't got sisters, it has to be the mum. But my thing is, you're saying it's fear. And it's like, yeah, but fear of what? I think it needs to be emphasised that the fear is health.
No, and that's what I'm saying. If a woman has a disabled child, she's not thinking about today. Like, if I have Jesse, I'm not worried about today. You're thinking about the future. You're thinking about when he's 5. You're thinking about when he's 10. You're thinking about when he's 20 and when he's older. You're not thinking about now.
But
So
Jesse's
if she's
not
talking.
disabled.
No, so I'm not talking about Jesse being.
saying.
No, I renounced that. I'm just saying, if a woman has a disabled child, she's not thinking about now. She's thinking
preparing.
about how she's preparing. She's thinking about how that child is going to be in the future, how he's going to interact with people. So I'm saying, with Kate, she wasn't worried about how she is now. How what's her name? Rebecca. Rebecca wasn't thinking about Kate's weight now. She was thinking about what it would be like when she's older, and how she deals with it then.
But then even if you have a disabled child, then you're dealing with how they're going to interact with people. It depends what kind of disabled. Like, let's say if they can't walk or something like that, their interaction with people is not going to be affected. They might even be more funny because they have to overcompensate, do you know what I mean, or whatever. But
yeah, but as a parent, you're always thinking of the future anyway.
But I think the problem is the Western world, specifically, if we pick on the Western world, is saying that if you were big, it's undesirable and you now need to change. When that can't be taken as a fact because it's just an opinion based on the
but how
culture.
do you know that she wasn't thinking about Kate's health?
That's what I'm talking about. So that's my point that I want to get to. Even if you're fearful, you need to emphasize that you're fearful about health, not your looks, because that will always come across as you're not good enough. When something's based on something that's
not important,
it will always be you're not good enough.
And the reason why we know it's not necessarily about health is because she never was on any of the other sons' thing. They all ate ice cream, they all ate junk food, but because
she was overweight.
No, she was big. Do you even know? Because that's what I'm saying. Overweight doesn't necessarily mean unhealthy. Do you know what I mean? Does she know whether she's actually unhealthy or is she just plus size?
Exactly.
A chubby girl.
That's true. I just think in that situation, she should have cut down everyone's ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, all I want to say is I played basketball with a guy, and I'm going to shout him out because he's lost half of his weight. Charlie Kirchin. No, he's lost half his weight. He looks great. And I used to play basketball with him, and I was half of his size, and my man could run the whole court all day, and I was struggling. I could never run the whole court all day. He could just do it. So sometimes health is not.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? Because he wasn't. Do you know what I mean? Like he was just chubby. Yeah. Because if mum would be like, oh, how are you into these sweets? And he turned it back and it's gone.
She's got a hidden something.
Yeah.
This is
sometimes she brings it out and
if mum is in a bad mood,
you are surprised where you
doesn't
got it from.
doesn't matter what mood she's in. If you buy her something bad for her,
She is smiling.
Yeah.
Mum's the biggest sweet tooth I've ever encountered.
But she didn't always have that, did she?
I don't know if she hid it.
No, I don't think she had it.
Did she always have a sweet tooth like that?
I'm not very sure. I forgot now.
Yeah, but Ghanaians don't. They never used to. Mum, did you? You never used to have a sweet tooth, did you?
Sweet tooth.
Sweet tooth. Because we all know that you can eat sugar for days now. I don't think you did, because you don't have any cellular.
Do you know what?
No,
Because Mum and Dad used to tell
surprises
us
me-
how sweets were for children.
Yes.
Yeah, we never.
That's how we
sweets
saw.
when we were
That's
young
how we
as well.
understood things. But really, what surprises me about her is she can drink tea without
Sugar.
Sugar, yeah.
Yeah, but I've got a
But
sweet
then
tooth. I
when
never
she's
eat
eating
sugar.
porridge, I will not eat her porridge. The sugar that she puts in there.
Mum has got sweet. Gwen and Mum are the same person.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we can see how Kate and the mum's relationship with Diet and how it moved on to Toby and how their relationship went. Kate also saw aspects of her dad in Toby that she loved, because I feel like the way Toby loves her is the way the dad loved her, like in her funk. That's why she's spoiled. That's why she can be like Toby, because he nurtures that and allows her to be what it is. Do you think Kate's a good wife?
Do you know what? In comparison to all the other wives in that show, she's not the best, but she's a good
TV,
wife.
Yeah. You see some shocking
What's good
wives.
about her?
Well,
She's there for him. She was when he found out he's got depression. Have you seen that yet?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that's
When she finds out he's on depression stuff, she was there with the pills. She was there for him.
Yeah. No,
He doesn't really require too much, though, to be honest.
He is someone who's literally like, I'm dealing with you.
Apart from when the baby's born.
Yeah.
Like, he dropped the ball
she was
there.
really good.
She was really good.
He dropped the ball.
I was going to say she got better. But I feel like
he lost a child first before that, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
Toby?
Yes.
No,
Oh, yeah. She had an abortion.
Oh, was it an abortion?
Well, no, you've ruined it for that. No, because it's in the that's got to be. The devil tell me ask me what's going to happen literally as it's happening.
Oh.
But she had when she finally finds out and they try to have a child, she has it and then it fails, no? She has a miscarriage.
She does have a miscarriage, yeah.
It was a miscarriage.
But then she found out why, because they do always show that in TV. I'm not saying this is why it happened, but normally when they can't have a child, they've had an abortion before.
Yeah.
And that's what they...
or they've been on some pill.
Yeah. But no, that's a good question. Is she a good wife? Yeah, but I feel like all the children have the makings of just good people. So and they come from a relationship that wasn't. They come from we're talking about how good the family is, and they are amazing. But they're prime example that money and all these things don't make an amazing family. And in fact, some of the best times are with people who don't have money. So they've seen that, so they know what it takes to have a happy family, you know?
I like the fact that with This Is Us, they're committed to being real. They're not just trying to entertain you.
Right.
They're showing real life. That's why you don't have Randall and Beth have broken up.
Yeah.
You're not going to have things like, they're not together.
Right.
That's what I love about them.
That's so
Everybody's
true,
with each other. They're still, you've got issues, but no one's like divorced, because that ruins everything. If Beth and Randall broke up, then what? What's the point?
Yeah. No,
It'd be so annoying.
There was a point where they were showing flashbacks, flash forwards in the future.
Yes.
And I was thinking, if they broken up, you would have lost me.
I was thinking that.
I was like,
don't even
I was like,
try.
don't even try it,
Dad hasn't even seen that.
No. I think you maybe,
I was thinking that as well.
No, it's such a good show. Like, it really
I love how they go back and forth, even with the two kids that you see later, and you find out it's the twins.
Yeah.
And then when you see the blind boy,
Yeah.
everything is just entwined with each other, and they always bring it back. Love it.
It's amazing, man. Like, you can tell, because somebody that he wrote it about died. There was something in living memory of.
Oh yeah, love
You can tell he's writing about real things. This is a wise person or somebody who's grown who's writing this. This is not like a 20-year-old kid who's like, yeah, this would be cool, you know. And I like the fact, like you said, it's very real. And usually in these days, when people say something's real, they really mean negative. It's not negative. It's very realistic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And what's good about it is realistic. It's not good because everyone's a millionaire and they can go wherever they want. They're staying in hotels, or it's not good like Friends where they just spend their whole life in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
And then, do you know what I mean? Like, it's actually real.
Yeah.
That's what makes the best writers, though, the ones who've lived.
Yeah.
I think what spoke to me about Toby and Kate's relationship, it gave me hope.
Okay.
Somehow, it gave me hope.
That's good.
As regard to Rachel, to be frank. The reason being, men can be very, very, they can take, they can take advantage of
what?
A plus size person.
In what way?
Oh, men, some men.
All women can be taken of.
But do they? I mean, we have to shield Rachel in Ghana. Like, we literally
No, I think
you're
what he means, it's not necessarily, he doesn't mean not being liked. I don't think he even means not being liked. I think he means, because to be honest, that's never been my fear, but I've seen quite a few plus size girls do say that.
Say what?
Say that.
Oh, is it almost like a guy who's a user?
You need a Toby like controlling
would want to
We
go.
all need a good Toby. No?
But no.
I don't understand. Take advantage
but why?
Because those
What's the premise?
have men take advantage of them. So I'm saying, do they get taken advantage of in a different way?
This is what I've seen. They said that it's either effective, it's either or like they won't want to claim them, or things like that. That's what they've been saying.
Okay.
But
no, I mean I get that, but that can come in all different forms, isn't it? Like everybody's used because somebody will want a girl because she's really good looking, or a guy because he's good looking, or has a lot of money, or I'm not saying it's the same thing, but I don't think. Yeah, I mean, look, no, I mean, it's a fair point, yeah. It's not something I'd be worried about, though, of my daughter. No, that wouldn't. That would have been the first thing.
Oh, yeah, but I feel like
I would just be like, just go out with people who are not like into skinny mini. Like, do you know what I mean? Some people want anorexic people. No disrespect to anorexic, I love you all. I'm saying like. Just go where. No, what I'm saying is go where you're appreciated.
Yeah, I think that's a worry for a broken person, that you will go with people who won't love you, right?
But that's what I'm saying. That can happen to any girl.
I think everyone struggles with that.
Even if you go for someone who only likes black women, I would never go for someone like that.
Yeah.
So then there's a cliffhanger of Rebecca and Miguel.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, when I saw that, have you seen that?
Which one's
I was actually going to ask
you mean
that.
his friend?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Oh, that was strange. Because first I didn't know the man till later I said, I'm very sure that was the man's good friend, wasn't he?
I feel like he liked her anyway, because you know when you see the old videos. He was just
he did, yeah.
She's a beautiful girl. Like he used to
he admired their relationship too, though.
I think he
did admire the relationship.
I think he definitely liked her, but I feel like he was respectful. I don't think there was anything untoward along the way, right?
He must really like her because he's accepted that he's still second best.
The thing is, I think he likes Jack as much as he likes her. I think he wants to be Jack as well, but not in a way that, not in a negative way, if that makes sense.
I think he's almost like doing it as a duty to Jack.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel it looks like it.
Yeah, it's really weird. Very biblical.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's Bible stuff, mate.
Yeah.
How would you feel? Would you want your wife to marry a friend of yours?
No.
If God forbid you would.
You're shanty, isn't that supposed to marry your brother?
No, it's not. I never saw that.
What?
That's not really.
That used to be the tradition, though.
Well, they tell me that a cousin can marry.
Ew! Oxford should be like, nope.
Please don't bring that in.
What do you mean I shouldn't bring him? But
That's what I mean.
Tell me. But it's not really something that is.
I thought the varies like in the Bible.
The world is so aged that why should you even think of
there are many women in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is strange though. It works for This Is Us because we know Miguel's a good man and we know that him and Jack were very good friends. So maybe they're old, it's their last few years, so.
But what I like about This Is Us is they made that decision to do that on purpose.
Yeah.
They're not just doing it and then thinking, oh, we can get away with it. Mm-hmm. They're aware that it's weird.
We'll find out there's a reason.
We'll find out, yeah. You'll think they've ignored something, then you'll find out why.
They've done it so, they have actually done it so well. Because even remembering like how Miguel is with Kate, they're like friends. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't seem as if that she has the same relationship, like a love relationship with Jack and her. Do you know what I mean?
Friends.
Like Miguel and Rebecca.
Yes.
Now that they're together, they're like friends.
They literally just seem like they were two best friends and just got together and nothing else happened except for good company.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's only when I think Kevin actually
He was
came to stay with them for a while.
Yeah.
And he saw his mother. I think that it became real to him that really they're really going out, aren't they? He came to see them at one point. They were sitting on the couch and their mother was.
That must have been weird.
They were a bit close to each other.
And the funny thing is, Kevin and Miguel actually used to get on, right?
Yeah, when they
Yeah.
they used to.
No, they did get on.
No, now he
Oh,
doesn't.
now he doesn't. But I feel like again, this is us. I think they're gonna go somewhere where they become the best of friends because.
Yeah,
but I
No,
think
he's
where I
not
got
fit
to-
enough
where I
like
got
the one
to-
who just got with his dad's wife.
Yeah.
I think where I got to, I mean, Kevin was saying, was apologizing to Miguel or something that. Yes, I think he didn't like it when he saw both of them together. Or something.
Season 3, episode 17, I think.
Okay. Well, I think we should finish with the topics there, right? And now we can move on.
What is that
to-
Kevin's?
Kevin discovering himself and wants to go back to his ex. Should we talk about that in the
that
next
Kevin
one?
is
Next
too
one,
much.
So, now you've all said who your favourite person is. Jake likes Kevin, Gwen likes
Kevin
Beth
and
Kevin,
Beth,
and Dad likes Randall. So, tell us
And
what,
Jack, I love Jack.
Tell us
Yeah,
what
man,
you
I like Jack and Kevin.
Tell us what you like about your person and what you've learned from that person.
Come on.
Starting with Gwen, so this is her channel.
I love Jack because I think he's a great father, especially to Kate, and because of that, I think that's why she picked such a great husband.
Mm-hmm.
And he's such a great husband and always puts his kids and his wife first.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's just great. And the fact that he's broke, he doesn't allow that to make him a rubbish man. He doesn't, and he actually makes it. I think it's really inspiring for women to see that it's not about the money. It's actually it's really about the.
And it doesn't make him seem less.
You don't. It doesn't make him seem less than, because that's one of the problems. Because he doesn't seem broke. He doesn't seem less than a rich man, which is you never see that on TV ever. And I love all of them. I think Beth is a sick wife. I think she just really believes in her husband, so she's very free to follow him. And I think Kevin is good looking.
Dad, Randall, what do you like about him? What have you learned from him?
Well, the fact that oftentimes we tend to see, on television, they always portray the black man in such setting as one who will not amount to anything, if you like.
Yeah.
But this Randall, this man, the way he was brought up, he followed it up and became he had a very good position. Like, I think he was educated person, a successful person, if you like, a good husband to his wife, and a good father to his children. His position is just so great.
He's calm.
Unlike other parties,
He's calm. He hasn't been portrayed as some aggressive angry man. And even the fact that he's
Afterwards, Mum.
Holmes is even the fact.
He's going to say something.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know. And even the fact that he came from such a bad background, in terms, not bad background, and with all of his issues, his response is an anger or rage or what they would make a black man to be. An angry black man.
Yeah.
He's just like, he almost acts like what they call white privilege.
Yes.
And I like the fact they've allowed him to just be spoiled because with white characters, and married a black woman, because with white characters they would just be spoiled. They wouldn't be angry. They would just be like, and they've allowed him to be like that, which I think is good.
Yeah.
And it's also amazing that he married a black woman. Though.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
oftentimes you find that people with that background, black with the within a white, family,
yeah.
you find out that he's hanging about with white people alone.
Yeah.
Which maybe
This guy, you know,
maybe that really showed us that while he was living with all these white people, he still himself as elite. He was like, I don't want to be like any of you. I'm still a black man.
oh yeah, you can tell that he's someone who would like to follow up his culture. He got to know a lot about who he is, which is very good. I mean, the way, those producers, those behind that thing, they put that thing together.
Yeah, they've done really well.
Such classic, what do you call it? Is it
Storytelling.
Would you call it a soap?
What is it? I don't know what they call it now. Dramedy? No, not
Drama.
It's not drama. It's not drama. Yeah.
Yes.
So my two favorites are Jack and Kevin.
Talk about Kev first.
Kevin, yeah. So I see a lot of myself in Kevin, and I see a lot of my struggles in Kevin as well. And I like the fact that I'm not saying I would do this.
Oh, but let me stop you here. I also like Jack too.
Yeah.
Jack is a very good. He played his part very well.
What can you learn from Jack? What did you take?
As a
from
father
Jack?
who thinks so much about his children, he get them involved. He's always there. He's always there for his children, and he played very well, very good.
Yeah.
He was a good father to his children, without a doubt.
Yeah, they could
And he was there for all of them.
Yeah.
One good thing when this guy Randall was looking for going to university, this man spent just good times with this young man to make sure that he plays in a proper place, which was really good.
Exactly.
Very good, yes.
They're real parents.
They're very, very, without a doubt.
Very good.
Yes, they're good.
Excellent. Jake?
Yeah, so so Kevin, they're like, what did I say?
You said you see yourself in Kevin.
Yeah, and
you said even though I wouldn't do that thing.
Yeah, no, so even though I wouldn't, what he's basically, it took him 39 years to admit what he wanted to admit to Randall, and it took a lot of probing before he said to Randall, the worst thing to happen to me was you coming into my life. Now, I know that it's not his family because they came into the world on the same day, pretty much.
Yeah, they're all the same day, really, like, isn't it?
Yeah. However, he feels like there's so much I'm missing out on because of you. Now, he would have had to share his dad with whoever anyway, but it's like the way Randall goes on in the future, even with making decisions for the mum and all this stuff, and Kevin's got involved. I love the fact that Kevin is not, again, none of the guys are too, even though I feel like Jack was a very healthy amount, he has a healthy amount of aggression when he needs to have it. Sometimes it's over. Kevin and stuff, like, none of them are aggressive guys, and they don't, like, Kevin's very forgiving. I think he gets lost in his ego.
He's got a good heart.
Yeah, he's got a very, very good heart, and you believe it when, like, he's not colorblind, but you believe it when he's dating a black woman and stuff. It's not a thing for him. That's a genuine. He finds her attractive, whatever. There's no ulterior, motives. He's not. He never once says, "I've got a black brother." None of that is out of it. And I love the dad. He's a great dad. I feel like, so Jack, I feel like he's a great husband, great father. He is a reminder, like, this guy came from nothing, came from a bad setting. There's also a reminder that to have a great marriage or family is a choice. Because Randall is a very, very good husband and a very good father. But because he has ambition, it's going to sound weird, because he has ambition, there's a certain amount of self-centeredness that he has, which is fine. It's not unhealthy.
Hi guys, unfortunately I lost the rest of the video. I don't know how, I think the camera just got cut off. But thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you at my next video. Bye.